All new at 4:30, thieves stealing your mail and then cashing your checks. Recent incidents have a local police department on alert, warning residents. Matt McFarland is your reporter covering New Haven County. He's live in Woodbridge with the details. Matt, this is disturbing.
Yeah, absolutely, Karen. Not only are thieves targeting mailboxes outside of homes, but also blue collection boxes like this one right outside Woodbridge Town Hall. Now, in a recent post to Facebook, Woodbridge police warning folks just about these thieves. They say they are stealing business and personal checks from local residents and even from those Postal Service mailboxes. The thieves then wash the stolen checks and cash them for large sums of money. Now, as police investigate, along with the U.S. Postal Inspector's Office, they're reminding folks to take some simple steps to protect themselves. That includes never leave checks in your mailbox with the flag raised. That just invites thieves to take a look. Mail your business and personal checks from inside a post office. Retrieve your mail daily. And as soon as you can, don't leave it in your mailbox. When writing checks, they say use ink and completely fill out all sections, and frequently monitor your banking activity. And you're going to want to stay here because at 6, you're going to hear from a man who just had this happen to him using this exact mailbox right outside Town Hall. Hear what thieves did and now the hassle he's dealing with. Your reporter live in Woodbridge, Matt McFarland, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.